So, Sheffield Wednesday managers said how much signings are going to be really important. Hello and welcome to the video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm. Sharing gets in front of people's faces. And subscribing lets me know you like the channel. We are very close to hitting that 4K, so thank you very much indeed. Today is Owls in the Park, so if you see me, come say hello. I will be nice, but if I'm with my kids, just be respectful as well. Yeah, and it looks like it can be a wet Owls in the Park all week. We've had lovely weather, pretty much. Monday to Wednesday, perfect weather, blue skies. Today, on the day of Owls in the Park, it is wet. Typical. So, Sheffield Wednesday have got 4 players in already. And Danny has stressed this is only the beginning of the ambitious Sheffield Wednesday manager has said. And this is the thing. This is only the beginning of what we got to come in. So like I said, we are going to be very busy. Now, it was the first day back at Middlewood Road yesterday, getting them through the pace of making sure they've been doing their pre-season work and seeing what happens. And you got some really good imagery and videos of the players coming in and new players meeting each other, which was good. I liked that. I liked that thought. Danny went on to turn around and say to Alex Miller of the Star, it was important that I had a meeting with our chairman in London. We spoke about the new season, and it was important to have a clear picture in my mind. From this point, was to make the next step for the new season. Look for friendly game, pre-season camps, and all things around the team. And that's interesting. He said they were going to have not as many pre-season games. It's more big week of training, then a pre-season game. Big week of training, then a pre-season game. And I like that idea. I get that. I get the idea of trying to get things sorted in that sense. Trying to move things on, trying to get the tactic, trying to figure everything out. He said the biggest challenge is now to improve our squad. A lot of players left the club. We have some good new signings. And on this point, we have to keep going. Which is good to hear. The fact they're saying we have to keep going. And that makes me excited. That makes me think some other players are coming in very shortly. I think we'll probably close on a couple. I don't think we'll get an announcement at Owls in Park. We could do, because I don't think there's a stage or anything set up for something like that. As people may not have seen, at Owls in Park, instead of doing the queuing up for players this time, the players are just going to be mingling around, walking around, doing that kind of thing. So it'll be interesting to see. They'll be trying to interact with fans and be pleasant, be polite. Remember, this is a day for the fans, and more importantly, it's a day for the kids as well. So yeah. And he turned around and said, he didn't say this, but they expect a strict back programme of friendly fixtures. Wednesday currently have 1 pre-season scheduled at Alphington Town next week, with more to be confirmed in due course. 2 training camps are booked, 1 at St. George Park and 1 in Germany. A meticulous planner role is keen to build on the work done from last season and drive the squad further towards his philosophical ideas. He said, you have to make schedule. 6 weeks looks at first that it's a massive, but it's not so much. We have a lot of topics. We have so much to improve in our style of football, of course. I look back to our games, to conceded goals, to the goal we go. We look at things you make a summary of and what we need to improve. And in this point, you take it on in pre-season schedule. Excuse me. It's about really keeping going. I spoke a lot about winning mindset and the high performance culture, especially in pre-season. This is the only time of the year where you can really focus on things for 6 weeks and focus on all the stuff we need to improve. When we look forward to play great football, we want to attack and be brave, to entertain our fans at the end and get the right result. If we follow our way and play our games intent, then the wins will come, of course. We have to do more than last season to push and develop this club. This is what I want to show my team. It's what I demand from my team. We have to go forward. And I just love this whole thing of we have to build on from last season. Last season was just the start. We got We stayed up, but it was just the start. He is here to build a winning mentality with this squad. He's here to have them playing at levels that they've not played before, to make them challenge themselves, to make them go for goals, to make them just really understand that this is going to be the way we play. And Danny is doing this in such a clever way when he speaks. You believe him when he says, we're going to do this. This is how we're going to play. And when Danny speaks, you listen. I think that's what a lot of fans are noticing. When Danny speaks, you listen because he knows what he's on about. He knows what he's talking about. Granted, there are some people who have got to be careful. Who said we've got to be careful because second season syndrome. Danny's first full season as a manager. And I get those concerned. And they are valid concerns. And we do have to be a little bit careful with what we do. But Danny has already shown what he can do with a set of players who were 13 points adrift from safety to then getting them 3 points, I think it was 3 or 4 points above the relegation zone in 6 months. What can this man do with a full pre-season and a full team to get what he wants in place? That is the interesting thing for me. He's shown what he can do in 6 months. Let's see what he can do with a full season. That's the bit that excites me about Danny. Danny hasn't done a full season yet. Danny's not got his own players in until now. Matt Lowe, Ben Hamer, Valerie, Sigurdsson, Ingolson, not Sigurdsson, Ingolson are all Danny Rule players now. And that's what really is starting to get me excited and realize what we're trying to build. There's still people who are asking what's going on with Paveda, no idea. What's going on with Windass, no idea. What's going on with Iorfa, no idea. What's going on with Bernard, no idea. What's going on with Ugbo? All the questions, and again, no idea. Ugbo looks like he could be coming with the way that when the players are talking to him. But what you've got to look at, Danny is building something here. He wants that winning mindset. You look at how he was with his players yesterday and look at how the players were with him as soon as he walked through the door. There was that gaffer's ear, off miles, all ready to do. There's a difference. It seems like there's a difference in managing style that they're not used to. It's very rare when we have the pre-season like video footage and stuff when players are coming back. You never see any of the management or support staff in and around the players. It's always the players to themselves and then the manager team and support staff elsewhere. They were intertwined. They were all talking. They were all trying to get on, trying to figure what was going on. How's your holiday been? Where you been? Where did you go? You like with Bambo, Barcelona, yeah? Or to Parma and going, you're looking good kind of thing. You're taking the cob, and like Palmer said, get the cobwebs off. It's good to see. This is the kind of thing you like to see. People questioned about his man management with things like Gregory and Byers. I think he was quite honest and open with them when it came to it. Let's see what he can do. But like he said, it's just the start. The 4 signings we got in so far sounds like it's just the start of things to come. And remember where we were last season. Manager left during the summer. Managers came in just before pre-season. Johnson and James were your only players you got in, and you were having to bulk the rest of the squad out with some youth team when you were doing friendlies. That's how in a state we were, and we struggled because we didn't have a full proper pre-season with players and knowing what was going on. We have players who know what's going on, where they're going to be doing stuff, and how it's going to be. And one of the things that I noted yesterday on the video package that they did with Danny's interview, that dome is looking fantastic. And I cannot stress how important it is to have an indoor training facility once again. That is going to make all the difference in winter. But if you see us today, say hello. Have a good one. Stay dry as much as we can. It looks like Housing Park's going to be a bit of wet today, but we'll enjoy it nonetheless. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you later.